Truly, this is the day that the Lord has made. Therefore, let us all rejoice, because let us celebrate life, for life has a beginning and life has an ending. You have to bear with me, because since I am the longest serving counselor, I'm also going to give the longest speech. So please bear with me, because I'm going to tell you a story. It's going to be a story. When I first entered politics in 1992, I was what you would call a reluctant candidate. I came from the world of classrooms, books, and lesson plans. A teacher through and through. I did not imagine myself ever trading the structured halls of the academe for the intense, often heated floor of the Sangguniang Panlunsod. But fate had a different plan for me. In 1992, 33 years ago, yes, 33 years ago, I won as the only woman elected in the 1st District of Davao City. I stepped into the City Council full of hope and also full of fears. Nahadlok po. Of course, na-culture shock ako. It was a whole new world for me, and I found myself amidst the seasoned debaters and brilliant minds like the late Augusto Fuentes, Antonio Castillo, Victorio Advincula Sr., Rene Galope, and all the others. I was mesmerized. These were men of intellect, of conviction, and fierce debaters. So, from being a teacher, I told myself, now I am a student. Once again, I said, I must learn, and I made it a point to attend every seminar, every convention of the Philippine Counselors League, as far as Manila and in other places of the Philippines. I went to the Senate. I went to Congress. I sat and observed and listened. I built friendship with strong women leaders like the late Senator Leticia Shahani, Senator Nikki Coseten, and Senator Loren Legarda, who are my friends up to this time. With their help, I brought projects in Davao City, including the 20 million fund given by Speaker Jose de Benicia that helped build the ever first science centrum in Mindanao, in Bagushero, Anaaparon, there in Bagushero. I wonder if you've gone to the Science Centrum of Mindanao. So, I have the honor of working with then Vice Mayor Louis Bunguyan, who became my good friend. Thanks to the father of Councilor Louis John Bunguyan. I remember during those times, the City Council went constantly on reorganization. Yun yung tinatawag natin ng revamp ng revamp. Revamp ng revamp to a strong division between the majority and the minority. The frequent disagreements and numerous reshufflings of committees assignments made it one of the most challenging and stressful periods, particularly during the 10th, the 11th, and the 12th Congress. I have had a privilege with working with our Vice Mayor, many of our Vice Mayors. Foremost, of course, is our beloved Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Tatay Digong, who also served as our city mayor, and also the Vice Mayor Sebastian Baste Duterte of the 1st District of Davao, Congressman Paulo Duterte, Sara Duterte, our current Vice President. I worked all with them as Vice Mayors during their time. I would like to thank Vice President Sara Duterte, particularly during this time as Vice Mayor, for abolishing the divide between the majority and the minority. Under her leadership, all councilors were treated as equals. And from that, unity came great productivity. Wala na majority, wala na minority. That was the start of the unity of the City Council during the time of Vice Mayor Inday Sara Duterte. I also recall delivering my first privileged speech in the City Council in 1993 to 94, drawing attention to the old Legislative Hall or building, a building that had long outlived its dignity, infested with rats and cockroaches. It is no longer reflective of the honor of the work that we do. I called for a new legislative building in my first privilege speech in 1993. So, with that, I called for this, one worthy of the laws and ordinances and policies that shape our city's future. I am proud to say I started it all. That speech became the journey towards the construction of a new building where we are now. So, and my first landmark legislation was Ordinance number 117-01, series of 2001, also known as the Water Code of Davao City. The ordinance laid the groundwork for the protection and sustainable management of our city's most vital resource, our underground aquifer. It helped clear and build put up regulations for the responsible use of water during that time and ensuring that the future generations of Davaoenos will continue to benefit from the precious resource. This was made possible through the close coordination with the Davao City Water District and the National Water Resources Board, and remains one of the initiatives I am most proud of. So throughout the years, I have authored and sponsored other landmark ordinances, such as the Comprehensive Transport and Traffic Code of Davao City, thereby creating the City Transport and Traffic Management Office, the CTTMO, to manage city traffic. Also, the regulation of the Cellular Towers Ordinance to ensure safe and organized telecom tower construction in the city. The creation of the Office of Culture and Arts to support the Davaoeno artists and preserve our cultural identity. The ordinance establishing Davao City Invention and Innovation Center, a home for our inventors and startups and technopreneurs. Then, the ordinance requiring the teaching of Davao history in all schools, in public and private schools. Also, another ordinance that I'm proud of is the ordinance establishing the City College of Davao, thereby giving free college education for our young people. The ordinance for the modernization of the City Library and Information Center. The ordinance that marks May 3 as a working holiday in honor of the city's World War II liberation. The Senior Citizen Subsidy Increase Ordinance, raising the annual aid to 3,000 for our beloved elderlies. And the last ordinance that I passed last session and today, the ordinance of women deprived of liberty offers skills and dignity to incarcerated women, helping them reintegrate into our society. You might be wondering why I have to go back in time. Reliving the past. I am always a believer of history. To give you, my young colleagues, a glimpse of our glorious past, the glorious traditions of this august body. I hope you find them instructive. What we are now is the result of the solid foundation put in order or put in place by our colleagues in the past for our better appreciation today. As worthy lawmakers of our beloved city, we must have a healthy sense of history. So, seeing all of you here, I like to believe that I am the last of the Mohicans. I am the only survivor of the glorious past from the 10th council up to this council, the 20th council. And thank God. And thank God. I started in 1992 to the present. 27 years of unbroken service. Unbroken service. As I said, well, there is a beginning, there is an end. I practically held almost all the committees in the Sangguniang Panlungsod, from housing to trade and commerce, to ethics and government, etc., etc. And of course, my favorite committee, where hiyang na hiyang ako, the Committee on Education, Culture and Arts, Science and Technology. Thank you. I survived 9 elections. 9. Pag-ilan ang election niyo? I survived 9 elections. Kulang na lang ng isa para mag-10. And survived many political and personal challenges. And I thank God for His mighty grace and mercy. I spent the best years of my life in this august chamber without any regrets, and I'm sure with fond memories. Thank you to all my fellow councilors. Kayo po na nakaupo ngayon dyan. Maraming salamat, daghang salamat, especially to my present colleagues. I have learned a lot from you, and I carry with me your friendship. Allow me to especially thank our Vice Mayor J.T. Tain, the most professional, the most hard-working. Yes, that's true, Jay. Vice Mayor I have ever worked with. Yes. And I'm so mighty proud to have worked under you as our Vice Mayor. And look at our new building, look at our new beautiful session hall. All it is because of Vice Mayor Jay. Palakpakan po natin. And I am also very proud and admire our floor leader, Pukoy. Hi. I'm dragging the honorables because you're all my friends right now. So I'm dragging the titles. For Pukoy, you have been very able in steering and directing the traffic on the floor. Thank you so much, Pukoy. Let's give him a big round of applause. I also would like to thank Councilor Del Mahicos, our legal mind. He has inherited from my compare, his father, Councilor Del Mahicos. And thank you, June, for helping us in the legal matters when we stand up and present our issues and proposal. You are always there to enhance our ordinances, our resolutions, and all of that. So thank you, Councilor Mahicos. You'll always be my ally, and your father. Okay, thank you. Sweet at Nicola. Itong si Sweet, talaga napaka-sweet, no? Because she's always very helpful. Very helpful, Sweet. Pag naghihirapan na kami na aming mag-depensa ng aming mga resolutions dito, Sweet is always there behind us, encouraging us, helping us. Thank you, Councilor Sweet Adingula. Then, also would like to thank Conde Baluran. I think Conde is the kissingest councilor ever. Palahalok yun na siya. Kay very friendly yun na si Conde. Salamat neighbor. So, thank you. Then, of course, I'd like to thank Councilor Mina Nalulu Ortiz, hi, for your very well-prepared budget appropriation, coupled by your elegant fashion sense. Wow. And Pupo, Villafuerte, Risha, I'm here, for being so respectful and so beautiful. Alraya, my partner in arts and culture, thank you. And of course, thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. June Ibuyan, you and your father, always my good friends, mga Ibuyan. Of course, John Bunguyan, the son of my good friend, Vice Mayor Louis Bunguyan then. And then Cookie, hi, Cookie, always so smiling and always have a good word to say. Luna, thank you so much. Boss Militar, my ihado, Pogi, my ihado. And Dante, Apostle, hi Dante. Parehang niya ba? Classmate niya ni Dante. Thank you, kayo Dante. Jonah, Daya, yes, thank you. Happy campus, my seatmate before. Thank you so much. Cheche Hustol, God bless you and your baby coming soon. Thank you. Of course, I'd like to thank Nonoy Ala, he's not around, and Tatu Rudy Mande, and then Tatu Paul, of course. And then Enzo Villafuerte, hi Enzo, my regards to your mom. And who else? Excuse me. I also thank you, Tech Ocampo. Hi Tech, thank you so much. Bernie, I remember our trip to Korea. Those were fun days that we had. And Small. Small. Si Small pa ni, friend ko na ni. Kaya kauban din ako sa RMC, Davideros. Thank you, Small. And Marisa Bella, yes, another pretty lady in the council. And who else? I also would like to thank Christine May Mercado. Hi, Christine, are you there? And of course, Councilor January Duterte. Okay. So allow me also to thank our Secretariat. Palakpakan po natin ang ating Secretariat for their most faithful and perfect recording of our legislative proceedings. Thank you, Ma'am Charito Santos and all your staff and personnel. As far as I'm concerned, you are the best Secretariat in the entire Philippines. Congratulations. To our boys on the floor, daghang salamat sa inyong tanan for easing our work here. Jean, Ernie, Francis, Angelo, Tony, daghang salamat. Thank you. To our security guards outside, daghang salamat. To our friends in the media, hello, hi, the media. Ma'am din sila ang ating faithful recorders of the happenings in the Sangguniang Panglungsod. Talagang aprobado talaga kanyang lahat. Thank you, media of Davao. Thank you to all our SB personnel, our SB staff, especially those I always meet in the elevator, my good morning friends, and my good afternoon friends, meeting in the hallways and all that. I'm gonna miss you a lot. So finally, my big thanks to the Duterte family, former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Vice President Sara Duterte, Congressman Paulo Duterte, and our very own Mayor Sebastian Baste Duterte. My gratitude to you forever, and Duterte forever. Finally, allow me to thank my staff. Nandiyan pa mga staff ko. Nandiyan yata sila, oh. Ano ba ito? Yung mga naka-orange dyan. Thank you for working with me all these years. Thank you for talagang, I'm so lucky to have such a very efficient and very active staff. Talagang mga super galing. So I'd like to thank Emma, Gemma, Virgie, Nonoy, Patsy, Mommy, Diva, Bating, Miriam, Shira, Rosalie. I'd like to thank my chief of staff, my daughter, Melanie. I'd like to thank Karina Lazaraga, my consultant, together with my friend, Vic Navales. So, I thank you so much for all the work that you have done. Hindi lugi ang gobyerno talaga sa inyo. And allow me also, by the way, to thank Councilor Puna, our president, for being surgical, or his surgical incisiveness when he tackles the issues that we present on the floor. And it goes without saying, I'd like to thank my family. Hello, family out there. I didn't expect that you'll all be here. Melanie, hello, I love you. Roel, I love you. Who else is here? TJ Braga Corsino. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Nadine Braga Corsino. Thank you, Topet, Julian Braga Corsino. Thank you, my grandson, architect Robert Angelo Braga Magaway. Who else is here? I mean, I didn't know, I didn't expect that they'll be here, and together with the staff. Thank you, Amen. Gemma, of course. And who else? Anyway, thank you, family. I wouldn't have made it at all without the support, the love of the family, siyempre. And then, finally, for our friends out there, our constituents, our barangay, wherever you are, dako kay akong pagpasalamat sa tanang mga suporta na inyong gihatag kay Council of Braga. Sabi nga natin, mula noon hanggang ngayon, Braga kami. And allow me to say again that I wouldn't have reached this moment in my life without the mercy and the grace of God Almighty. Sa iyang akong pinakadakong pagpapasalamat. So, allow me to say it again that I have spent the best years of my life in this august chamber. 3 decades of my life in this august chamber. Lisod kaayo, sakit kaayo, mo say goodbye, di ba? Sakit yun. Because I'm gonna miss you all. I'm gonna miss you all. Each and every one of you. I'm gonna miss you. But I will bring with me the best and the most beautiful memories of you. The most beautiful memories. And especially your friendship. So, to all of you, Tabaweños, daghang salamat for the opportunity to serve our beloved city with joyful service. And it's really a privilege to serve because not everybody is given the opportunity and the privilege to serve. And so lucky to have been part of this august body, and I'll never forget this part of my life as I continue on. So, to God be the glory. Thank you, everyone. Madayaw Davao.